design can literally decrease the criminality in the society. You don't kill yourself and imagine what people will think about you because
you have this moment when you feel great. It's like after sport, or this is this moment when psychology, design, and event meet together. And I think that it's really important. And every time I have to be creative, I forgot all my issue. I feel like it's a part in your brain which make you happier.
Hi everyone, I'm Camilo Torres, and welcome again to Flow Community Podcast. In here, we're going to have amazing conversation with the beautiful people that has joined our community. We're going to get a lot of inspirations for their life journeys, passions, creations, because we believe that when you share your unique story, you can inspire others. So please enjoy this new episode. And also, I would like to invite you to join our community. And if you would like to be part of this podcast, please go to our website, flowwithcommunity.com. Thank you. So please welcome Maureen. Hi, Maureen.
hi everyone.
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for being part of the Flow community and being part of this amazing podcast.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for us to have you here. So yeah, we met even mostly a year ago, and then I've been following your career in Instagram, and you have an event and design company. But I would like to know more about that. How it's been your journey? I know you're French, but how everything is been doing for you?
Totally, of course. So, yeah, as you can hear with my accent, I'm French. So, sorry, guys, for that. So, I began my career in France when I did my master degree in design thinking and business engineer. And I don't know why I never felt home. Like I never traveled. And one day I came to London and I was like, this is my home. So the day I get my master degree, I take my bag and I say to my family, guys, I'm going for 1 month in London, and it's been 7 years now. So yeah, they still hate me for that. But anyway, and so I came here. I began to be a retail designer for Lacoste. And after that, I've been a designer for the National Museum of Scotland. And I realized that I would love to, I will tell you, you know what? We are here to say the truth. One day I had an awful boss. She was the worst. She made me cry every day. And because, thanks to her, I decided I don't want a boss anymore on my shoulder. So I decided to open my company. So literally, this is how it happened. I will not lie and say, no. There were this big issue before, this trauma. And so I opened my company. And from this, I had lovely clients. So to explain what I'm doing, I design events. I can do a dinner, a launch event for a brand, for a product. I can design a festival, and I also organize the event. So for example, I'm currently working for the Olympics game, and exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And so I literally design everything from the menu on the table to the big boat when you will have the grand opening of the games. And I will also organize all the event when I am during the games, and I will do so it's like designing before and having creativity, but also being on site and really create this organization. So it's why my company, it's called Passion Reason, because there is the passionate side where you're crazy creative. I sketch, I do 3D, but you need the reason to create that in reality. You still need the balance of them. And so after, there is like the scheduling, the management of each event.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I love what the definition of the company, which is passion and reason. And I think what you said is like passion is the creative side and reason is the to-do side. And I think I've been it's very interesting because I've been in a journey of learning about feminine and masculine energy. And it says that the feminine is the creation, the passion, the let it go, and the masculine is the to do thing, which is very connected with the reason and the passion.
Totally. And you got me, because it's funny. Everyone told me I have a masculine energy also. So maybe it's come from that I have this mix of both. And yeah.
And I think we all have it. And then I think this war has telling us to look more about the masculine energy and let the feminine energy on drop. But then you're doing very well. Like you put both and you
Yeah, I'm
created
proud
your
of.
company and you're creating. So nice. But then you said that you studied business.
Oh, yeah. So I went to a business school.
Okay.
The first business school will make a design master degree. So
Okay.
it's called Cage Business School in France. And it was I was like a guinea pig. It was the test of doing design and business together. So at least at the end it works.
Ah.
And I developed a thesis where I explained that how design can influence the behavior of people. And I went further and I created a second thesis during 2 years when I proved that design can literally decrease the criminality in the society. By the way, you can, I will say something maybe stupid, but if I put this here, maybe it will make me more happy, more. So the way, the thing, the color, the light, the material, the way the objects are laid out in the space, they make you feel something. They make you feel happy. They make you feel hungry. They make you feel jealous. They make you feel a lot of emotion. And I love. I did psychology before design, and I love
Wow.
that this kind of it's a bit villain, but manipulate people to create them. Create like really a storytelling and an experience. Like if they need to be scared in the space, so what I will do to the space to make them feel that. So yeah. So this was my thesis.
Wow, interesting. I love it. And I think you're completely right. I'm an architect by profession. And when people ask me like what
How
how is
many lives
your
did you have? You're like a cat. You have nine life.
so when people ask me like how is architecture, it's like architects or designers, we have a lot of power because we can, as you say, we can manipulate
Mm.
whatever we design. We can manipulate how people feel, behaves, and everything. And but then with that connection and what you said in terms of making the world better is very important because I mean there is a with creativity we can do that, I think. And this is very magical what you said.
And I love our job, like, because people don't see that. People see our job like something aesthetic, and this is what I say to my client when they contact me to have like beautiful illustration. I'm like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to create an experience and create emotion. So literally create something like meaningful that put you outside your daily life, 9 to 5, your work, and we are here for that, to make them dream a bit. So when they have something like, I just want something aesthetic, let's go fast. No, no, no. There is a whole design strategy. And this is really important because people are still like sometimes I will cut my own hair and I think I can be an hairstylist. No, you can't. There is a strategy, there is a work behind, there is studies. So when I see people trying to do our job as a designer, architect, or creative, it drives me crazy because the result is awful. And after they are surprised and are, oh, it's not good. Yes, because there is a work behind.
Right, amazing. Yeah. And then how I mean you came to London, how easy was to start doing your business
Oh, God.
and doing that because you're starting working here, but how easy was the journey from being employee to being your own boss?
Totally. So literally being an employee was really fast. I find my job in 24 hours. Like, but it was also
Wow.
7 years ago. Now I'm not sure you can do that anymore. With
Yeah.
Brexit, you need a visa and blah, blah. So literally I arrived, I went to Lacoste, path job in 24 hours. So I was like, wow, lovely. So having, and to be honest with you, I didn't say that to anyone, but I arrived 7 years ago and I didn't understand a word in English. And I remember my boss asking me stuff and I was like this, like, oh, I don't understand what he say. I don't understand. But at the end, I still did a good job, so it was fine. So you see, even if you don't speak English, don't be scared to come in London and try an adventure because I remember them. It was like just blah, blah, blah in my ears. I was like, what did they say? What they asked me to do? But at the end, if you love your job, it's working. And so after that, also I'm a woman. So I'm a woman. So I did a very big challenge by opening my company. I'm a woman and I am foreigner. So that's, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes there is people who didn't took me because I was a woman. there is this stuff of the the white English guy who seems more professional and more like if there is an agency between me and this is true that I saw it, they will unfortunately take the white guy with an English accent. After this is the game. I decide to come in another country, but also it can be also good stuff. For example, like I get some project because I was French and they knew that French got a style in design, so they took me more than someone else. But there is also bad stuff, like for example, I am someone really professional in my work when I explain my project, and at the end of the project, the guy is literally telling me, "I love your accent," instead of speaking about the project. So you feel very bad. You feel like a scam.
Mhm.
You're like, I am a professional, I have experience, I did the work,
Mhm.
and instead of listening to my work, you listen to my accent. So sometimes it can be a struggle, but unfortunately it's awful to say that, but that's the game. It's not like a perfect way it's going to be like this, but yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's the journey. And I think you did it. I mean, your passion
Yeah,
makes you go where you are at the moment. And I think, I mean, from my side, being a foreigner as well, it's a bit difficult, but it's not impossible. I
of
think
course,
people
if
put
we are
what,
here now,
yeah,
look,
exactly.
come on, yeah.
And I think some people has the mindset is very different. So if you have a mindset that you can do everything, you can do everything. If you have the mindset of because I'm a woman, a man, or foreigner, or I don't speak very
Yeah,
well English, so
totally.
I can't start.
If I thought about that, I would still be in the south of France right now in my small village, and I don't know what is designed there. And so it's why, like, I don't care about my accent. And this is what is important, I think. Like, we really need, sorry because I cut you, but it's so important. Like, you don't kill yourself and imagine what people will think about you because uh, otherwise, you and I, we will never be here. I will never told you right now that I have my own company in London. And literally, if you have told me that, I would be like, what? So, like, let's not, like, don't put yourself some barrier that there is already some barrier in the world. Don't put yourself like
Exactly.
this. Like, if you want to just open yourself, like, it's working.
It's 100%, 100%. And I think from my own experience, my ex, I mean, sometimes, no, sometimes people around you,
No, no,
and,
let's speak about the
but
ex.
okay,
Okay, let's speak about the ex now.
my ex, well, my ex partner, which was my long term, he was like, oh, people around you. I guess sometimes people around you starting pushing you down and starting saying like, hey, no, if you don't speak properly, or if you don't do it this way, if you don't do it this way, you cannot make it. And sometimes, of course, there is processes as you said, but then sometimes like, no, I mean, let's, if you try it and do it, doesn't need to be perfect, but do it, and then you learn in the process, and then you make it better and better and better.
I see he
um
was a toxic person to say that, but that's why you're not with him anymore. Because yeah, if we have to wait to speak perfectly, we are still in France and you are still in your country.
100%.
So no, I agree. And I think that this is also I went further on because I love psychology and I made research like why people are like this. And this is because they don't like what they see in you because they don't have it. You see, like they see that you are able of everything and you don't need to be like them, very like narrow-minded, and that drives them crazy. And instead of seeing the issue in themselves, it's easier to see the issue in yourself. So it's why let's carry on to just listen ourselves and good people
100%.
around us.
100%. Yeah, so tell me, okay, you said that you study psychology.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So, how do you mix psychologies? I mean, you say as well in terms of design and how you work in terms of making emotions for people. But explain a little bit what is the connection with psychologists and where you're working now.
Yeah, sure. Just like I was in a very good path with my psychology studies, but I was bored. I was missing this creativity. I needed to what I learned to use it on site to make people happy and things like this. So I discovered the design and I was like, okay, let's carry on with that. And literally, so this is like a design strategy when you play with the five senses. So literally, you are in a room like this, and for example, if I want to make you feel, let's say, happy, like blooming in spring. So I will maybe play with a lot of flower. I will play with your nose. I will make some smell of lovely flower. I will put a music, will put you in the atmosphere. Some texture that you will touch, for example, the touch of a rug or something velvety when you feel great. Eating something also, like literally when I do some events, for example, I did work for Charlotte Tilbury. I had to imagine a whole design for them. And when you go in a room, for example, there is a room, you give some chocolate, and so it makes you feel like happy, playing with little detail like this. And it's also detail that you find in events. In events, you need to take care of people. And so it's always this little detail who can change everything. Like when you go to an event, you get the tote bag, you get everything. It's the stupid little details who make the difference, and people will remind the event and will be like, oh, I felt like a princess. I received a lot of stuff. It was an amazing event. In psychology, I feel like we all have our 9 to 5 day life, and life it's a bit easy. It's a bit harder, I think. Like with everything is happening around the world, the economy, the crisis, the financial, everything, the price of the rent in London now, and I feel like psychologically, I always saw myself like someone, like a little doctor who will help you for maybe 2 hours to bring you in a beautiful world and make you forget you have to pay the rent of 2K for a little studio in 5 days, or all your issue can disappear. And I think that design should be reimbursed by health assurance, because literally when you go somewhere and you go to an event, you go to an exhibition, you have this moment when you feel great. It's like after sport, or this is this moment when psychology, design, and event meet together. And I think that it's really important. Yeah, it's really cool.
I love it, and I think that's amazing, and I feel like that's why it's your success, because you think about people and you think about how people will feel. Some other designers, that they're not think about
And
who
they
is going to
should.
use their space, and
And that's a
because
shame.
the space is for people, for the users, rather than for
So I will give you another example. Like in the design strategy, in fact, so I create this design strategy that I use for all my projects, and there is psychology inside. So there is like the target. So literally, I will describe. So Camilo, beautiful guy, fit, what he do. I will imagine everything like psychologically of my target, like what they eat in the morning, what they do after going to sport, what their favorite shampoo brand. And from that, I will have a whole global image of the person, and I will develop the design. People will just do I will be honest, it drives me crazy. How many people I saw like, okay, I have a design event. We are going to put some flower here, 2 chairs, and a table. No, you have to know who is your target. If it's the Gen Z, if it's the millennial, it's totally different. If you put a Gen Z in a millennial event, like a millennial strategy design, you lose because they are not the same. It's really important to know your target, and it's where psychology literally works. Yeah.
Nice, interesting. And going to that, what do you think? How important is creativity for our psychology, like for everyone's psychology? Like, do you think for our mental health, do you think that it's important to keep creative?
I think like I'm someone, I am French, so I always complain. I'm always depressed, but that's a French thing. And every time I have to be creative, I forgot all my issue. I feel like it's a part in your brain which make you happier. So but what is being creative also? For me, for my opinion, creative is like a moment when you do something in your own way. It can be even going to the sport, the way you do it. For me, you are creative anytime if you think about it. The way you take your coffee, the way everything can be creative if you think about it. And I think it's really important for psychology issue. Like it's really well known. Like if you paint, if you draw, there is this stuff. And I feel like everyone should be creative. And sometimes I'm sad when there is people, like in science, and I speak with them about creativity and they don't understand. And I'm like, oh, so you should be sad every day of your life. No, but they're happy in their labs. But I have friends, it's funny because my friends, we are totally opposite. They are very like, yes, science or finance. And me, I'm the creative. And for them, I am like this little weird witches coming and saying crazy stuff, and I am their part of creativity, and you feel like they like this. I feel like everyone should find a way to be creative, and it change your life. For me, actually, if I was not creative, I would be depressed. Yeah.
100%. And I think, yeah, you say very good things. And I think, well, for me as well, I think everyone is creative, but the acceptance of being creative is important because that way you can do some other activities that makes your mental health good. So us as designers, so we study something very creative, we know that we can do something creative, like dressing for today, that's creativity, or as you said, like the way we walk or the way we do everything. But some other people, they don't think they're creative, and they might go into a dark space that, anyway, they need to switch
Maybe
on
they
that
need a
creativity.
workshop from you and you learn to highlight your creativity. It will be great.
Yeah. It's available, the creative coaching by me. So yeah.
See? And I didn't even know it was not a pourchasse or anything. Huh? Oh, lovely.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. So great. Thank you. Thank you so much for the insights. Well, to close our podcast, so I have 3 questions. You can answer with one word or one sentence. So what is creativity for you?
Creative. Oh my God! Because I speak too much, so I'm trying to find one word. Otherwise, we are here until tomorrow. Creativity is. I would say it's stupid, but I would say everything. Like everything. Like I said, like if you cannot see, sorry, but if you see the door is literally creative. You see, like there is some material used on it, some transparency, some wood, some. I feel like creativity. I will say essential, and we cannot live without. Unfortunately, when we had COVID, we saw that our job was the first to be kicked away. But what happened? Everyone was depressed. And I feel like if we need that, like we really need. Yeah, it's essential. I will try to stop my word here. Essential.
Essential. Good. I love it. And yeah, 100%. I'm with you. Everything is a creative. Like everything that you see is created by humans.
And I feel like, to help people, like if you're a bit depressed or sad, if I see the room like this, okay, but think about everything, the little detail. I see the lighting, I see, just thinking about little detail can make your day. And also, I'm in my grateful area now, era. And being grateful of everything, like having this conversation with you, like it's really enjoyable. Getting the sun outside because there is sun sometime in London, so it's lovely too. Having this little, I feel like the moments you are grateful are creative moments also. Like if you appreciate it, it's always creative. Yeah, for me it's a big stuff like that.
I love how you mix the being grateful with creativity, and that's very magical. And being grateful is so important in life.
God,
because you appreciate everything that's around you, everything, even the negative things that happens to you. Very nice. All right, the second question is, what is your current creative expression?
The way I express myself in creativity, there is different thing. I love expressing myself by sketches, 3D. But the way I express, I'm not someone like how do I express that? By speaking also, the way I explain it, the way I speak. Yeah, and I express it. Also, I'm currently trying new dance class. I'm trying everything. I'm trying some heels class, and I'm trying to show my creativity with my body too. That's.
So nice. Wow. Thank you. And what flow means for you? Flow as the word.
So, like I told you, I love this name. Like when we speak before, I was like, "Oh, that's a perfect name." Flow for me, it means that everything is going to be fine. Even if there is like some issue on the road, everything will flow. Everything will be nice. For me, flow it's like your way of life. There is going to have bad and good, but just remember the good one, and the bad is just experience. So yeah.
Wow, nice, love it. Oh, thank you so much. This has been great, and I'm sure we're going to have another podcast together.
Thank you so much. It was amazing. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.